Ken, you're going to put this on the screen? Okay. There we go. And you can just show it that way if you would.
I'm Martin Strand. I live over in Greenville. November 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Dan Henry and Charles Wagner from Oklahoma City and I went to an ornamental turning workshop in New Orleans. And we learned a new technique. It's really an old technique. It's called guilloche. If you remember the Fabergé eggs and a lot of the grandfather clocks that you see have very fancy dials on them, well, we learned to do it with wood. And it was a very interesting workshop. We had 12 people from all across the United States. And it's been a fascinating experience. I've been turning about 10 years now, and I've tried every phase of turning. And once I got into the rose engine turning, it just kind of really grabbed me. But there are only about 400 people worldwide that do this. David Lindau and Steve White designed an affordable rose engine lathe about 7 years ago, and he's sold 100 of them so far. So there are a few people that are interested, but it's a fascinating hobby. The majority of people are not going to take the time that it takes to set the machine up. It took about 2 hours to turn this pin. Well, anyway, that's all I've got to say about it. It's fascinating, it's addictive, and it is a very, very specialized part of wood turning.
Thank you, Martin. Oh, this is a pretty one.
The last time I was here, I had it just where it was burned. I didn't have any of the ink on it yet. I've got the herringbone here. I'm going to flip it over. I have also got a sunflower on the back side of it.
When are you going to do the demo? I'm going to put you on the spot there.
Yes, I do. It is freehandable.
So January?
January? Possibly. I have to.
See?
I've got a class that I'm doing and
We'll keep in touch. We'll definitely get her up here to do a demo on this. All right. Thank you. My favorite, he brought me candy.
Well, there's a story behind this, John. Now, as I said in the introduction, that I had been turning for about 8 years, and this is one of the first projects I did. So I put the tailstock up to it, and I never had the courage to turn the center out of it. So I thought about it, and I said, well, you know, this is like a treasure bowl. I lived in Italy, so it rubbed off. What can I say? So I thought, well, let's see. If I put candy in here and a kid goes after it, he's not going to be able to rub his whole hand across it. And there's an interior lip on it, so it's not going to be able to scoop up a whole handful. So guess what happened? We came out, moved out here this year, and I've got a 9-year-old grandson living with us, and it works. So I'm going to pass it around and help yourself. See if it works.
Thank you very much. All right, Larry.
Okay, this is for some of us. We went through a Jimmy Clues class, and this the texturing on the top. What's different about this, and you can check it out at break time, is with my hollowing tools, I went in and hollowed the inside out, I think maybe more than anybody else. And I'm also, I'll put this right here on the table. This little goblet is something on Saturday, this coming Saturday afternoon, at the Frisco Rockler store. I'll be doing a easy wood turning demo, showing how to make a goblet and some tops, spinning tops. But that'll be this coming Saturday afternoon, and there'll be some free prizes and giveaways, including the brand new hat that says, is it that side that says? Other side. It's our turn. So, anyway. I'll be starting probably about 12:30 and go till at least 4:30.
So it's Saturday to Frisco Rockler, 12:30.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Corey White. I actually brought this a few months ago when I had just started on it. And I did finish it, and then I accidentally bumped into it, and it fell on the floor, and a few of these broke off. And so that after I got over that, then I fixed it. And anyway, it's a salad bowl finish on the inside, and it's made of ash, and I used wood burning accents and power carving. So it was fun to do, but it just took a long time. And this is a nice mesquite bowl with the challenge here was this inclusion that started on the side and ran to the center, and that was fun to do. And then this third bowl, our third piece, is cedar elm, and turned it rather thin, and then did piercing and texturing on the underside here.
Gorgeous work. Gorgeous work.
Thank you.
I do.
Hi, I'm Bill Balitz, and I was just asking John if he remembered this. Last month, right after the meeting that we had, I went to the open shop, and John gave me this piece of ash and started turning a bowl, and this is really my first kind of true bowl that I have made. And we had a little bit of a blowout on the bottom tenon, so I had to take it home and redo it a little bit, kind of recut some stuff on it. And so the one thing that I wanted to make sure of, and I was a little scared, the bark that was left on, when I started to turn the inside of it, I wanted to make sure that I had a little bit of wall thickness on the inside, so I had to kind of taper the walls a little bit in to make sure that I didn't get too far out into the bark there. So just put a little bit of oil on it and finished it up.
Nice job. Well done. All right. Were the weeds in it when you turned it?
The reason I turned it is because I had these extra leaves from another project, and these are the rejects. But I had bought one of these little pin-like things that goes 400,000 RPM, and I had to use it. Or my wife had to see me using it, and so I had to make all these veins and stuff on these leaves. But these were the rejects. I have a plant I've been working on. And I made a mistake. It's too big to fit in the car. I can't bring it. So anyway, these are some of the rejects, and then what it ended up with was blue leaves instead of green. But some of these look okay. It just got some foam in there, and the leaves are stuffed in there, so they'll just come out. But this was a box elder that you guys gave me last open shop. Yeah. So I thought that was really pretty. And it was ugly. There was no red in it. And when I started cutting out, I hit some. And so I was really excited about the color coming out.
We still got some of that. Brought it left over from the Ellsworth turning time when he came in. I think that's everybody for There's a heart one. That's the one I brought up. This is the one I'm going to demo tonight, so I brought it up so people could see it. But this is what we're going to demo, what we're going to try and show you how to make tonight. So, I think it's time now for a break and buy raffle tickets. Oh, well, can't say raffle, it's drawing. So, right after the break,